y'all. Been a long time. I figured I would just pop on by since everybody's given their opinions about that Assassin's Creed game. Uh, it's been a while since I've sat down and talked to you. A whole lot's happened. None of it's been good. You don't have to worry about that, though. I'm just glad that you showed up. Now then, let us get to the topic at hand. Assassin them creeds. In the shadows this time. What do I think of this game? Well, it would probably be better, or at least more socially applicable, if I were to actually buy the game, but I don't feel like paying for that. You may have gotten yourself the wrong impression. You see, I may be blonde critical, but this isn't a moist meter, okay? I didn't buy the game, and I don't think I'm going to. I would play the game if it was free, but I'm not paying for it. Okay. I've had a storied history with the Assassin franchise. You see, I have been Assassin pretty much since I was a child, but it was never really my game until I was more in the preteen era. So it's not like I grew up with this franchise or anything, but I have liked this franchise. Like, I watched the movie before I ever completed a game. Like, I've liked Assassin's Creed from pretty much my entire life, but realistically, I could only say that I've ever completed one of them 100%. I played a lot of Origins. I liked Origins. Origins was pretty fun, but it was really boring, and I dropped it for some reason or other. It was a long time ago. And then Odyssey, well, I liked Odyssey up to a point, and then I just wasn't able to get any stronger, and you had to be stronger or you would get one shot by the fucking character you were trying to assassin because apparently sticking a knife in somebody's jugular doesn't kill them, and you would get stuck in the animation of doing it, and they would just turn around and then one shot you, and then well, I guess you better go and fight something weaker so that you can get stronger. Oh, you did that and you're not strong enough. Oh, I guess you better go and you better clear out that settlement, get some gear. Oh, you're still not strong enough. Oh, you better go and kill all these other fucking guys. Oh, that didn't fucking work. You're still not strong enough. Fuck you. That's basically how I dropped that game. Now, Valhalla, for whatever reason, nobody liked Valhalla, but I loved Valhalla. Like I have no idea what the fuck is wrong with people. They didn't like Valhalla for some reason. It's like, oh, I don't want to fight things in the ass game. I want to ass. Then ass. Okay, you could do both. You could do both. I did a lot of assing in Valhalla. I did. Um, you had the arm blade. You could stealth. It was possible. What the fuck are you complaining about? Like, yes, I didn't always do that. I loved running around dual wielding Excalibur and fucking Mjolnir, okay? I had a great time with Valhalla. Like, I actually almost 100% of that game. Like, I didn't do the weird rifts things where you didn't play as the assassin character. You got translated into there, and then you were doing some weird parkour shit as the chick that was going back in time, and it was long, tedious, boring. It was stupid. I only did like two of those, but I pretty much 100% of that game. And there were a lot of times when I was extremely fucking bored, and it was usually during traversal. Like going from point A to point B took a very long time. You could do it by boat or you could do it by horse, and both ways took a long ass fucking time. But I had fun when I got there. So it was perfectly all right with me to be bored for a little while and then have fun. And that's kind of my experience with Valhalla because you could fast travel between all of the different points, but you had to get there first. There was a lot of traversal and it took a long time. And I was really bored doing that, just holding my fucking thumb on the stick, just spacing out, not even being remotely even somewhat connected to the game, just bored out of my fucking mind. But at least it wasn't as bad as fucking Horizon, okay? You guys, when I play that fucking game on this damn channel, when I played that fucking game, you got to see that in sped up fucking speed, okay? I had to sit through that shit, okay? I fucking hate that game. Straight up, that game was extremely boring. Stealth was not only not viable in that game, it was impossible. You couldn't fucking take on the robots directly because they're giant fucking robots and you're a squishy human. All you really have for viability is a bow, and even when I had a legendary fucking bow, I couldn't really do it. You know, I'm sitting there and I'm sniping a creature in its weak points, and I'm maybe doing that much damage if I hit a critical. Like, I fucking hated that game. And the goddamn dialogue, oh my god, the characters were either A, a dickhead, or B, wanted to get in your pants, or C, both. Okay, those were the only writing in the first game. I fucking hate that fucking franchise, but everybody loves it. Everybody wants to sing its fucking praises from the rooftops out one side of their fucking mouth, and then at the other side of their fucking mouth, they want to say that Valhalla wasn't a good fucking game. What the fuck is wrong with you? Did your stupid craft just come down from Planet Moron? Like, how many brain cells did you have to burn in order to get to that conclusion? What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, straight up, you could take it on as an action game, or you could take it on as an assassin game. Okay? And there were times when you would have to action, okay? Like, in this game, you would go and you would fight like mystical creatures. Like, there were special hunts. Like, uh, lost my train of thought. Sorry. So, Ass Shadows. Interesting thought. I don't really want to play it. Like, I would play it if it was free, but I don't want to pay money for it. Like, I've watched some people play the game. I watched enough of it to have a lukewarm opinion on the matter. And to get the controversy side of it out of the way, I don't fucking care. Like, I didn't before, and I don't now, and I don't think I will anytime soon. Like, uh, the historical accuracy isn't really a big deal to me. They take names and general events and then they weave a fiction around it, okay? It has never been historically accurate. Like, sure, they said that they were going to be, and that was retarded of them to do because their only source is one guy who sourced himself on Wikipedia. That's kind of retarded. But, like, I wasn't expecting anything like that. Like, when I heard that it was going to be Yasuke, the Black Samurai, I immediately thought of the video that I watched a long time ago about this like MK Ultra weird ass like reincarnation of these people cults being infiltrated by this black YouTuber, and he said that he was the reincarnation of Yasuke the Black Samurai, and it was like ever since I saw that video, I had just like a neutral, lukewarm uh, opinion of this Yasuke guy. Like I didn't give a fuck. Like when I heard that Yasuke was going to be in an Assassin's Creed game, it literally didn't mean a single damn thing to me. Like I don't think that Leonidas had some magical fucking god spear that you could like take the broken spear haft and use it in your assassin when you were in Odyssey. Okay, like I in Valhalla, you could go on a drug trip and play as Odin. Like and it was canonical. Okay, when you killed your boss characters in Valhalla, Odin would show up and talk to you. Odin was canonical. Okay, actual gods existed in the Valhalla timeline. Okay, you could play as Odin. You could go to the fucking frost giants world. You could fight a giant blue bear. You could fuck a giant blue chick, and then you could come back and you could fuck his wife, and then you could like have a giant in disguise build a fucking wall for you. You could fight the war for Asgard on the giant fucking rainbow bridge sword thing. Like it look, Assassin's Creed has never been historically accurate. It's like I didn't give a single flying fuck about any of that. All right. But what I've seen of the game, like, I don't think that's part of the problem that I would have playing the game. And I think I would have a couple of problems playing the game. Namely, the dialogue is delivered horribly, it's written not very well, and the characters are. Oh, the characters. Okay, how do we break that down? I'm not a professional here. I don't have like chapter blocks in scene transitions. Let's talk about Narwe first. She seems very impetuous, very ungrateful, and very arrogant. And when she displays traits of humility and honor and all of these other things, it's with her words. She's just saying those things. She doesn't actually communicate that in any other way than just telling you that that's what she's about, telling you that those are the actions that she's taking. Like, she doesn't show that with her actions, she doesn't show that with her attitude. I just don't really like the character very much. And Yasuke, like, as much as I've seen of the guy, I kind of like him, you know? He seems humble, respectful, reverent. Uh, like he's a big dude wielding a big fucking sword. Okay, I kind of dig that. All right, like I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like Yasuke. Funny enough, the character that created the controversy for this goddamn game, I kind of like him, but I'm stuck in a dichotomy where I can either play as a character I like or the gameplay style that I like. And I don't get to choose to play in the other gameplay style if I want to. In Valhalla, you could ass, and then if your assing didn't work out, you could pull out your fucking weapons and you could cut a bitch up. Alright? Like, there were multiple times when I didn't realize that I couldn't just one shot ass one of the guys, and then he would survive, and then I would have to fight him and all of his cronies, you know? And I would do that, okay? If you're Naue, you get like one or two shotted by normal fucking enemies. You can get overwhelmed by two enemies. It's not like a small little mob of enemies surrounds you and then you get stun locked. Two enemies is enough to turn you into a squishy ball of blood. All right, like I'm not interested in choosing one gameplay style over the other. Like in Valhalla, you played as the same character. If you were a chick or a dude, it was the same character. I'm pretty sure they had the exact same fucking name. It was the same goddamn character. It was just a dude or a chick. And now you're wanting me to decide between a dude that I like or a gameplay style that I like with a chick that I don't. Like I don't want to pay money for that game. Like breaking bugs, terrible AI, all this shit that I've seen. None of these are things that would stop me from playing the game. It's just the bare bone basics of the gameplay that I just would not be interested in. I don't want to make that choice. Like, I almost 100%ed Valhalla. I went and I got to every single fast travel viewpoint, and I would climb up there. Like I did that pretty much all of those before I could even jump off into water or hay. Like I hadn't unlocked that ability yet. I would just go between them, and then when I had everything mapped out, I would just click onto
Whoopsie.
one, preferably in a cluster, and then I would just mindlessly brain dead zombie my way to that location, and then I would have fun getting either the gear or the resources or the whatever the fuck I was there for, and then I would just repeat the process over and over again. I even liked the spot where you had to uh, leave all of your armor and equipment behind, and then you had to go to the Americas, and then you had to take down one of the targets over there. All right, after I killed a bunch of bears, I killed a bunch of dudes. I got some really good fucking armor that I could use there. And then I went and I fucking finished the revenge quest, and it was really fucking fulfilling and awesome and cool and shit. And then I went all the way back and I put all my good gear, put Excalibur back in my hand, and I went and kicked some more fucking ass. It was a fun game. I don't know how people will out of one side of their fucking mouth say that Horizon's a good game, and the other side of their mouth say that fucking Valhalla was not a good game. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you. You're just stupid. I'm just saying. Realistically, I like what they did with the graphics, but I don't like it enough to spend more money on it. Like they improved on the base building mechanics. Ooh, awesome. Like I hated the base building mechanics because you had to build up your base to a point, or you couldn't upgrade things well enough at the blacksmith, or you couldn't get your fishing things done. You had to engage in all of this resource farming so that you could build up your settlement so that you can actually progress your actual shit the way that you want to. I didn't like that mechanic, and I don't care that they fleshed it out a little bit. All that means is that I'm going to have to do more of it, or I'm going to have a streamlined version of doing the thing that I didn't like before. Like, all of these changes and quality of life fixes and all the graphics and the seasons changing and the weather and stuff. That's cool. If all of that was in there and it was a good game, that would be awesome. But it doesn't seem like that. It looks like you took Assassin's Creed and then you just blandified it, and then you separated the two play styles that I liked having in one fucking character, and then decided hey, if you want to ass in Assassin's Creed, you get to play as the character you don't want to play as. If you want to uh, do literally nothing but fight, if you want to not be able to climb, not be able to move silently, not be able to do any of the things that the fucking Viking you played as before, going a Vikinger, you actually went a Vikinger, you took your fucking ship, you took your crew, and you went and you sacked places. You went on a Vikinger in fucking Valhalla. And you could still ass, you could still quiet, you could still jump off of high locations and land silently in fucking hay. Alright? Now you get to play as this big fucking dude with big fucking swords, which is pretty fucking cool. But you don't actually get to play Assassin's Creed at that point. All you're doing is you're playing as a big black man killing a bunch of fucking Japanese people. Like, I guess the story kind of squeezes it together, but it's written terribly, and the dialogue is written horribly. Like, why the fuck would I want to play this game? That is my official review, having not played the game. Why would I want to play that?